Hello, Pirate family, and welcome to the weekly update for Friday, January 15th. And this day also marks the conclusion of our first semester. And I couldn't be more proud for us to be at this very point in the school year. We should be proud as a community, as a school family, and as a county, because honestly, what the five school districts, including those of us here in Pinckney, have accomplished a lot of great things. And first and foremost, just providing quality educational experiences for our students, whether they're part of our Pinckney Virtual Academy at home, but here face to face. And once again, we've demonstrated a tremendous amount of hard work here in Pinckney Community Schools, and we couldn't have done it without the support of our local community, of our school family. And as you know, the governor has marked March 1st as a date for all schools in the state of Michigan to offer the opportunity for face to face. And I'm just so glad that we're here today, Friday, January 15th, be able to say that we have worked hard to provide this opportunity for our students since the onset of school back on September 8th. So just kudos to everybody. And once again, just couldn't be more proud of being able to be here, marking the halfway point of our school year. And more importantly, looking forward to the second half, the second semester, because I think there's a tremendous amount of hope and just continue to move forward and offer great opportunities for all our students here throughout the district. So I just want to start really quick with just a quick update on the COVID rate. We're at 13% in Livingston County, a little bit higher than we were last week. But once again, the health department is reassuring us that that is really just representative of the spike that is coming after the holidays. It is plateauing. The rate in the state of Michigan about 9%. Once again, it is plateauing, and hopefully not only just staying steady, but continue to decrease from here on out. So from a school standpoint and a school district standpoint, we've only had 2 positive cases in our district. Both were at Pathfinder, both students. And so, once again, we don't want any cases, but the rate that we're seeing has been pretty consistent, what we've been experiencing throughout this entire first semester. So we've got 2 individuals, once again, who were identified as being COVID positive. Because of the timing, we did not have to quarantine any students, did not impact anybody here within the classrooms. So our quarantine rate is actually extremely low. Definitely, but once again, last week below 50. We're probably not only below that, but below 25 quarantine students here in the district. So we're very fortunate to continue creating a very safe and healthy learning environment for our students. And upon that, the end of the first semester and beginning of second semester marks an opportunity for students to return, in a more strategic and systematic way. And I would like to share the numbers that we have returning to face-to-face students here in Pinckney Community Schools. We have 6 students returning at Farley, 19 at Country Elementary, 22 at Navigator, 17 at Pathfinder, and 24 students returning at the high school. That's a total of 88 students returning to face-to-face learning. At the high school, we do have 30 students who are electing to go to the Pinckney Virtual Academy for second semester. So that's a net gain, about 58 students face-to-face with that transition at the high school. But total throughout the district, it's 88 students returning face-to-face. And so once I stated last week, we're going to continue with our model throughout the school year, offering both families and students the opportunity for the Pinckney Virtual Academy, but also with face-to-face instruction. So just wanted to share that update with you. Also, the other news, obviously the new standards and mandates from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services through the governor's office announced some extensions with the mandate, but also impacts with our athletics. And working through the Michigan High School Athletic Association, just want to share some information with our school community, because we were looking to resume some athletics, especially competitions, following the January 15th mandate. But some changes to that. I do want to let you know that sports such as swimming and diving for our boys and bowling, which are considered non-contact sports, can resume practices January 16th and competitions January 22nd. We've had our outdoor sports such as border cross, and we've got skiing. Those have been occurring. Those will continue to move forward. But those sports that are considered to be contact sports for us here, that's basketball, competitive cheer, ice hockey, and wrestling, will not be able to resume competition in January 16th. However, they can then begin with indoor practices with the stipulations of no physical contact, masks must be worn at all time, and keeping the 6 feet distance throughout practices, with the goal of resuming competitions after or on February 1st. And so, although we're disappointed, we are going to be looking forward to bringing our student athletes back in, both at the middle school and high school, to resume and begin practices for those 4 contact sports. We're also able to open up our weight rooms. Obviously, we know we have a weight room at the high school for lifting and conditioning and physical conditioning. Once again, with the stipulation that no physical contact, and obviously masks must be worn throughout the conditioning sessions as well. So some new guidelines that we are putting in place. Also, when indoor competitions do resume, there is a limit of 100 participants, which is better because originally it was going to be no spectators whatsoever. So we're encouraged that at minimum, parents can see their children compete when those competitions are ready to move forward. So that's the COVID information that I have this time. Not a whole other info to share with you for the time being. So I just wanted to take a couple minutes to give you an update on the bond. That's one thing I haven't been able to share. There's been so much information regarding COVID that's been occurring. We kind of lose sight as a community that your generosity and support back in August helped us pass a $59 million bond. And that's been another project that we've been working on behind the scenes here in Peking Community Schools, my tremendous team that I have. And so I just want to kind of give you a quick update and where we're heading and some of the things we're working on. Obviously, there's a lot of work once you pass a bond to get things rolling. And obviously now working with contractors and just our vendors and the folks that we have to partner with to begin some of the work and the planning in the next couple months, and actually for the years, because this bond was really to help support Pinckney Community Schools for the next 10 to 15 years. And so I'm going to share my screen really quick because I just got some pictures that I'm going to share with you. And I've got this here. Let me go ahead and I'm going to put it in presentation mode. I gotta move my box there. So I'm not going to go over. There's a lot of projects that we're working on the bond, and so these are just some of the things that right off the forefront that we've been kind of preparing for. And what I'm showing you here really is just it's almost a piece of history and an antique in a sense. But one of the first things that we're getting put in place is what we call it's an electrical switch. This is housed in Navigator School, and it's the original piece of equipment back when the school was built in the late 60s. And when the power goes out, generally what happens in our homes and throughout every school in the district outside of Navigator is that when power goes out and it's restored, your power comes back on. Because of this system and the way it's designed and engineered, that does not happen. And so when the power is restored, we have to actually physically go back here and crank some of these switches, which is not an easy task and actually is not the safest of practices. And so this big piece of equipment has to be replaced, the entire thing, and that's not negotiable. So this is one of the first big projects that we're getting put in place, and we already got it board approved. And when the time allows, because we have to shut down electricity to get this to happen, we're going to be replacing this whole unit. But you can just see from the aesthetics of this piece of equipment that is quite old, and so we're looking forward to getting this taken care of within the next months. Obviously, given the situation we're working on this year, we're relying heavily on technology, and the technology that we have and the Chromebooks that we're using, both at the staff and student level, are at their final leg. And we've heard from our parents, especially our PVA parents and students, that our Zoom sessions and just not always being as fluid and as efficient and just a quality that we want to see, and a lot of that is hinged on our technology. So our first order of business is to replace our staff computers, because they really need that tool to be able to effectively teach both here students and PVA students and those students who are face-to-face as well. So we're excited to announce that we have already ordered just a very tail end of December computers to replace all our teaching computers, well over 150. This is the computer that they're receiving. It's a great computer. It's a 2-in-1 touchscreen. And our hope that we're hearing from our vendors is that we'll be able to get these by the end of February, early March. And once we get them, we're going to just do what we need to do here on our end and get them in the hands of our staffs as quickly as possible. I mean, obviously, we wish we could have done this earlier, but there is a process, and just getting these ordered and fulfilled by our vendors is no easy task. And obviously, we know that there's delay in getting computers. And so I just wanted to share that with you, because these are the teacher computers we're going to be getting. We're now in the process of looking at replacing our student computers, and this would be for the fall of the 21-22 school year. And we have not made a decision on our student computers. We're just in the process of taking a look at what's available, what's going to meet our needs and the demands for what our students require for the next 5 years or so. Obviously, I put two models here, Dell and HP. More likely, these are going to be two of the front runners in terms of the vendors we'll be working with. But I also wanted to say that we're definitely looking to have 2-in-1 varieties, touch screens for our students, as much flexibility, durability, and also just the ability for us to make the repairs that we often have to make here on our end as well. But just want to let you know, we're going to be looking at order about 2,400 computers to meet the needs that we have here at PNP Schools. But we're excited to be able to hand all our students K-12 throughout the district a new computer starting for this upcoming school year. So this is another project that we're currently working on. Also, signs, another kind of area of technology. Obviously, you drive by this campus and our high school campus, you see signs. So we're looking at updating our signage in various areas, especially those are the most pronounced in the district here at our campus, Country Elementary, at the high school. We've had a lot of issues with the digital reliability. If you've gone by this, you can see those blocks that are not there. We've gotten the sign fixed many, many times, and we've just been to the point where we just need to replace it. It's over 10 years old. So just new technology in terms of, and just reliability. So this is a project that we're looking on. It's a great way to share information to those who are driving by our school district, to help market our school district. And so other projects we're working on is to update and replace some of the signage throughout the district as well. From a school security and safety standpoint, this is twofold. This is not only part of our current bond, but 18 months ago, we were awarded $247,000 from the Michigan State Police School Safety Grant. So I just wanted to kind of give an update to you on this front. Some of the current work that we just got completed in the last couple months as part of this grant. We went and updated all our numbering of the doors, and there are hundreds of doors throughout this district when you look at just this campus and the high school and our elementary schools as well. So you can see the picture that I have there to the top left, the number 32 there. And this is for law enforcement, for any of those who need to come here in any case of emergency, that they know exactly what door just by the number that we have identified. But also to the top right, we've numbered the doors inside as well. And you can see there, the number 32 there is labeled in the bottom of that door as well. So that's just a new practice and new safety procedures that we need to do. We're updating our security cameras throughout the building. And part of this grant too was to put security cameras by every door and entrance. And we're actually putting wiring and door sensors. So if a door is open during the school day that should not be open, we'll get an alert, and security camera will be activated, and we'll to see who is trying to enter the building. So that's something we're working on currently as well. And then at bottom right-hand corner picture is we're getting screen film on our entryways and the windows to all our schools, which makes it more difficult to anybody who wanted to maybe try to smash the glass. This is something that a lot of private businesses use, schools, even in our local schools and partners here in the county have done with their money that they receive from the Michigan State Police Grant. So we're going to be getting that taken care of as well. So from a school security standpoint, just wanted to make sure that you knew that these things are in place and what we're working on at this current time. And so I'll go ahead and stop sharing my screen. But that was just a very quick update. There's a lot of different projects that we're going to be working on, and I'm going to continue bringing these up to you to keep you up to date. Some things as simple as HVAC units, and there's a lot from the athletic standpoint. There's continued support that we're going to provide teachers in the classroom, from new displays, new document cameras, And as these things, and we make purchases, I think doing a visual representation, you can see exactly what we're purchasing and where they're going and why is going to be important. And it also just honors your support and your trust in us and in allowing us this opportunity to make sure that Pinckney Community Schools is a safe environment for our kids and for our staff, and we're able to provide the much needed, innovative 21st century learning experience that they obviously deserve and require. And this year is a testament to that. And looking at the best ways to utilize the financial dollars and support that you have allowed us to have through this bond. So with that, I just want to say thank you for just spending a little time with me once again. I wish everybody a great weekend. Once again, our students are not going to be with us on Monday, January 18th, and it's Martin Luther King Day. We're going to be busy learning and working together as an entire school community, and our teachers are partnering with us and spending time with us throughout the day in professional learning. So we'll look forward to having all our students back here and PVA students at home on Tuesday, the 19th, beginning of second semester. And we're excited for a fantastic second half of the year. Definitely a lot of hope around with the tail end of moving through this pandemic year and preparing already for the opening of school in August for our 21-22 school year. So thank you. Go Pirates. You can see behind me, nothing but Pirate pride here. Pirate Nation. Couldn't have gotten to this point in the school year without you. So thank you. Go Pirates and have a fabulous weekend. Take care.